last week, well, the last couple of weeks, we've been when we've been giving out the Women's Premiership results. The name Aylesford Bulls keeps cropping up, and it's a name that, to be honest, I wasn't really that sure or didn't really know that much about them. So we thought we'd try and get a bit more about it and sort of find out some more information. I'm delighted to say that the Aylesford Bulls Centre, Miriam Taylor, is joining us on Full Contact this evening. A very good evening, Miriam.
Good evening, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. So,
Good.
From what I found out then, the club was formed as a result of two mates getting together, and one of them happened to be the landlord of the Bull Inn, and hey presto, the Aylesford Bulls were formed.
Pretty much, yes. I mean, I'm relatively new myself to the club, but I think it happened a few years ago. I think it was some of the mums decided, they turned up on a Saturday watching the men, and they thought they'd give it a go themselves. One of them, one of our forwards, Lady Nick, she's still with us, and she's one of our stalwarts for the team. So yeah, it's a very family-orientated club, and we've risen from the ranks quite quickly, actually. Yeah, so it's a pretty new experience for all of us, but it's been going well so far.
Yeah, you got yourself into the Premiership against some pretty big names. I mean,
yeah.
it must be hard, without being funny, for a club of Aylesford's size.
That's true. I mean, obviously, if you think about Premiership, you think about all the big names in rugby. So you've got Saracens, you've got Richmond, Wasps, and they've been going for a long time with, in the Premiership. So they attract all the players. So for a little club like Aylesford in Kent, it is hard to get momentum. But we've done so well. I mean, I joined last season, and before that, I know they've been promoted a couple of times, and it's just kind of happened quite quick. So to be in a league like this, for a lot of us, it's an amazing experience, and we're up against massive names in rugby, and it's an experience we're all really enjoying at the moment, and we're just we're playing our best because we're meeting the challenge, and it's this level we've never played at, brings out the best in us. So it's daunting, but we've done so well so far this first month in the season. So
yeah,
definitely.
Without being rude, there is one name that leaps out from your squad list,
yeah.
and that is the former England number 8, Catherine Spencer. I thought she jacked it all in.
Apparently, from what I hear, that was her plan, but then I guess she just couldn't throw away her rugby boots. She came back and thought she'd just play, casually at a club level, I think. But I don't know if even she was expecting to be back in the Premiership again. So, yeah, she's a great captain to play under. She's got the experience, she's got the confidence, she's got the skills, and it's great going out onto the pitch with Spence at your side. She gives us a really good speech before the game in the changing rooms. She gets us all going, she keeps us going, and it's a name that it's an honour to be playing with. But I think she's enjoying it. I think she knows she's made the right decision coming back. So yeah, all good.
You mentioned about being promoted. I mean, It has been a rapid rise. Now you're in with some of these top teams. I mean, it has been tough going in some ways, conceding 77, 96 and 62 in the 3 games.
It is very tough. It's been a significant step up from the Championship, but this season is all about how we cope with that challenge, because we're in a lucky position at the moment that we're going to be in the Premiership for at least 2 years, because the way the World Cup falls next year. So we've got the World Cup in August and the Six Nations in spring, so that's massive events in women's rugby. So there's no relegation in the Premiership, so we've got 2 years, which is an unbelievable opportunity. So we're not focusing so much on the scores. Of course, it's going to be, we're going to be playing against people who are a higher standard to us. They've been playing there in that high standard for a long time, so it's going to be very difficult. But we're not concentrating on the scoreline. So today we lost, I think it was 60-0. We said 62. I'm not sure about that. But no, it's fine. So we, that doesn't sound great, but we put up a really good fight today. Our defence was amazing, and that was against Richmond. So at the end of the season, when we face Richmond again, our aim is just to reduce that scoreline. If we can do that this year, just reduce the score and just improve, then that's what we've got to aim for, and we know we've been successful if by the end of the season we've improved on that. So it's just our focus at the moment, just to develop. We've got a lot of young girls coming through. There's a couple of youth teams, and they're going to be coming up in the next couple of years. So, I mean, we're sort of laying down the foundations at the moment, and when they come up, when they're old enough to play in the senior ladies team, I think they're going to put up quite a big fight at whatever level Aylesford ladies are at the time. So we've got a lot to look forward to. We've got a lot to feel good about at the moment, I think, and everyone's really excited about it.
When I was sort of making a few notes earlier on, I wrote down the question: how do you keep everyone's spirits up with these results, making them want to come back week after week? Well, it sounds like it's just not a problem.
Obviously, last week we didn't have our best game, but you've got to think about the positives. You've got to put it in perspective. So, obviously, everyone kind of looks at the scoreline and thinks, this time last season we were winning a lot, and it takes a lot to go from that into losing a lot. But we learn so much more from the losing side of it. If you just go along, just getting really easy. It wasn't easy last year. Last season it was a tough fight at the end. We went through some hard playoffs, but we've learned a lot more this season, and everyone's got to remember the positive side of that. So when we come out of the game, we look at what we did well, we look at what we did badly, and we build on the stuff we didn't do so well. So there's always things to work on. The thing is, for us, we're the underdogs in this situation, which means there's less pressure on us, so we can sit back, enjoy and learn. If the results don't go so well, we come back, we take stock of the situation, we oscillate, we just kind of think, what can we do better next time? And there will be a lot of opportunity. We've got a lot of space to go forward. The team's up there at the moment. They've been up there for a while. We can only improve, and we're going to do that a lot over the next couple of seasons, and we know we will. So we've got the support of the home crowd. Today, for example, we always have family and friends down there, and they know it's going to be a tough game for us as well, but they always help to gee us up. In the situation, I mentioned Lady McCurdy, her husband comes down all the time to watch our games when we're at home, brings along his air horn, and so things like that. When we do something good on the pitch, he'll give us a glass and air horn. So Charlie's horn is something we always look forward to in a game.
Yes. I don't know quite where we go from there. So, Miriam, thank you so much for joining us this evening. I love your positivity. Thank you so much, and I really wish you all the best for the season. And we'll keep in touch and see how it goes. Thank you very much, Miriam Taylor from the Aylesford Bulls women's team.